Good evening. How are you? Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you're living. Why a foreigner prefer a Filipino partner? Let me tell you a little bit about my life here in the Philippines. It hasn't been as horrible as everybody thinks. One, the nicest person I ever met in my life was my wife when I met her 8 years ago. She knows how to cook, she knows how to clean, she takes care of everything. And Filipinos are very pretty, and most men prefer a pretty woman. And it's very hard to find an ugly Filipino in the Philippines. There's not very many ugly Filipinos. If you get a Filipino, you're going to get a beautiful one. And usually most of them are very, very nice. And they prefer you because they need your help. And you need their help. So there's nothing to be ashamed of or upset about if you get a Filipino girlfriend, because they think different than American girls. The Filipino partner, but from what I've seen, a lot of them like it because they're willing to cook, they're willing to clean, they're willing to do all the things you want to be done. And they don't expect a lot out of you except for you to be nice to them. But I'm not going to talk about all the bad things that come with a Filipino woman, because I think I've had 5 Filipino girlfriends in the past 15 years, 10 years. And there's a lot of bad things I could say about them, but I'm not going to. And they're not racists. So that's the one thing that you've got going with a Filipino girl. And they're probably not dumb enough to vote for Trump, even though the guy's a felon. So, Americans will do that, but I don't think Filipinos would vote for a felon, but Americans would. So you probably need to get somebody that isn't quite as dumb as other girls. And when you get Filipinos, they're not that way. But you know what a lot of men like? Men like their long hair, their darker skin. Some of them have darker skin, and if you like bright white ones, they have them too. So there's very many different kind of Filipinos in the Philippines. And it's different if you live in the province like we do. There's not a lot to do here in the province, but at least when you're in the province, you're probably closer to the beach than if you're in Angeles City. Some Filipinos love using whitening cream because they want to be white. When some Filipinos love their color and don't try to use whitening cream. And whitening cream is in everything in the Philippines. It's in the soap, it's in the shampoo, it's in so much stuff, but a lot of Filipinos don't care about their color. Filipinos are racist to each other, but not to me, not to people with natural color that are naturally dark or naturally a different race. And the one thing that a lot of people like is how Filipinos treat you. The regular female woman will treat you a lot better than the male man will. And so they have a lot of respect. You have to take your shoes off when you go in the house because you probably stepped in poop or stepped in a lot of dirt, and they don't want you to wear your shoes in the house because they just spent all day or all night cleaning. So you have to have a little bit of respect for them. And I guess, if you like a clean house, then a Filipino is a nice person to be with because they keep the house very clean. And they keep the clothes very clean. And they keep the hair very clean. They're very, very clean compared to anybody else. And Okay, 1 second, I'll get back with you. Okay, and Filipinos, most of them speak English, so you don't have to listen to crazy Chinese or Thai or any other kind of crazy language. You can listen to English. Most of them, even the young kids speak English better than the older ones. And most Filipino women have a kid, so a lot of men, foreigners, like kids, and they already have one, and the kids are usually gorgeous. Like my niece Sophia is beautiful. And so there's a lot of them. If they're girls, they're very, very sweet. A lot of Filipinos are single mothers, so you become more important because you can take care of the kids and you have kids with them, or you have the kids around and the kids love you, believe it or not, even though they're very nice. Like Sophie's changed a little bit now that she's older, but when she was young, she used to always come in, because I can't move a lot. She'd come in the room and watch television with me. The kids are nice and they accept you more than an American kid will accept you. Some Filipinos are not materialistic. They're not crazy about buy me this, buy me that, I want this, I want that. A lot of them are just interested in love. If you love them and you treat them right, you treat their parents right, and you treat their family correctly, and Americans will do that. And they love the garden. They take care of the outside. They love plants all over the place, so they're very into nature. So if you like nature, a Filipino likes it as well. If you like outside, they like outside. And they have no problem. I'm disabled, and so the person who washes my car all the time, every day or whenever it's dirty, is my Filipina. She's always washing the car and the clothes. And they don't use the wash machine. They like washing in the river. They tell the truth. They're really kind of like your grandmother. They don't like all the modern stuff. They like what they use, because if the wash machine will always leave stains, but a scrub board won't leave any stains when they're in the river, and they don't mind that. And they don't freak out if it floods, because they're used to floods, and they don't freak out if it's really hot or it's really cold. So I don't know, but they speak English. That's one of the best things, and they have nice, beautiful, long hair, a lot of them, and they don't really like curly hair. That's why a lot of them I can't remember what it's called, get their hair rebonded and get it straight. They like it straight where it shines. But the one thing that Filipinos are different than everyone else, they hate cigarettes. So if you want to be healthy, you can't do a lot of unhealthy things around a Filipino. They don't like that. So if you want to live a long time, the Filipino don't like it if you smoke too much. They don't like it if you drink too much. And most Filipino women don't do drugs or get alcohol high. I don't have much more to say, except that now I've been on here for 10 minutes. I'm a little tired. So if you want to come to the Philippines, take the chance and come out here anyway. As long as you can. Subscribe if you can, and put a like on this if you liked it. Like a thumbs up, that's a like. So do that. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Enjoy your life in America or England or Australia, wherever you are. But if you come here, you might enjoy your life more. Okay. Good night. Bye-bye.